Hi, everyone. Great to see you. Last couple weeks, I've been on the road and also dealing with a lot of senior leaders and mid-level leaders. There's a topic that continues to come up, so I wanted to talk about it today. And that topic is, what are the methods or techniques that we apply to begin to instill accountability into an organization? And, there's a lot of structural things that we can talk about, or, even some of the systems and processes around that. Where I'd like to take it is more to the leader one-on-ones and some of those conversations that I think you'll have. When we talk with leaders about, how do you begin to make sure that there's an accountability structure with the leaders you're dealing with, the first thing that we encourage them to do is, one, set clear time to meet with that leader and just whatever the subject you're going to cover, whether it's a delegation task or just update on performance or, update on how things are working. The first thing we encourage you to do is, set the context. Why are we here? What's going on? Bring them mentally from one over the world into the conversation. And the next one is set the expectations. Once you have their attention and they're focused, what are the expectations around what you want to accomplish, what needs to be done for the greater good, the standards you want to begin to instill, or where you want to take us, right? That setting expectations is vital. In many instances, we see leaders who really gloss over the expectations portion. And the reason we don't encourage you to do that is if you're not setting expectations, it's difficult to hold people to those expectations. And that's your expectations for accomplishment, setting the standard, focus, etc. Beyond setting expectations, I think there's this piece of what do you want them to specifically focus on or deliver for you? And that may get into some more details. Let's say that there's an accountability area around meeting deadlines, and that the person is responsible for several layers of people or several people. You may find that you may have to give them specific input to things you're seeing, evidence, if you will, or things that need to be addressed. But setting those expectations really matters. And then as you wrap the discussion up, one of the things that we've encouraged leaders to do, and we do here, is ask them to give you what they took away from this and what they're going to do. There's this concept of ownership. When anyone tells you what they will do, they're more likely to do that. If they've taken good notes, if they're mentally focused, they're going to be able to give you real clarity. You've asked me to do the following things, and I'm going to get those things moving, and I'll come back to you on this day with how we're moving and how we're achieving your goals and objectives. Something along those lines. If it's only a one-way send where you're just putting the information out there and you're saying, okay, do you have it? Now, all right, good. We'll talk about this soon. One of the things you leave that meeting, if you close it that way, is you're just not sure what they're actually taking away. What did they actually receive? And what are they actually going to do? So I would encourage you to let them brief you back, if you will. We've used brief backs in my time in the military forever. That idea of what's going to be accomplished and when, and it works really, really well. I hope you'll try it. I hope that as you continue to achieve accountability in your organization, you'll take this into consideration and hopefully apply it. And I hope it works for you. Thanks for stopping by. I'll see you soon.